Good morning and welcome. My name is Sally Myers, and I am actually really excited to say that my husband and I are the owners of the new generation Sizzler in Perris, and we're excited to have been able to remodel the Sizzler in the community of Perris and have you all here, and to continue with the Student of the Month program here at the new Sizzler in Perris. I'm also the founder of the Student of the Month program and want to welcome all of you here today. So thank you for coming, and hope you enjoy the new setup. Hope you enjoy breakfast and cinnamon rolls and all of the good things and hot coffee, and just want to make our time together very enjoyable and delightful. So I'd like to start out this morning by inviting Joe Strange. He is with Student Venture, and they have been our prayer partner since we started our program, which our first one started in Temecula, going on 24 years. And so Joe is going to pray for us, and then I would like to ask from the City of Perris, our Mayor Pro Tem Mark Yarborough, to please come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Let's pray together. Father, we just thank you for this morning. Thank you for bringing us here. I'd ask that you would just bless our time, just bless all the leaders in here, from students to business owners to politicians, Father, that you would just bless us. We're thankful for the position you've put us in to influence your community. So, Father, just continue to do the work inside of us that you are already started. Father, bless our meal and bless our time together. Lord, we love you and we pray to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sally. And if everyone would stand and please join me in honoring our nation's flag and reciting those 31 words that I hope for generations we are able to do. Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome to be seated. And once you finish your breakfast, it's going to be really important that those of you that have your backs to us, you're welcome to turn your chairs around, because I don't want you leaving with a little crick in your neck. So you're welcome to turn your chair around whenever it's convenient for you. Our program here in Menifee and Perris began in 1998. So we are celebrating 17 years. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And the mission of our mission of our program is very simple, and I always like to share it with you, and that is we are a nonprofit high school recognition program, and our students are selected for their character, for their love of learning, for their ability to juggle numerous activities, whether it be school activities, ASB, athletics, or community activities, or the ability to persevere through very challenging life circumstances. And it's all in a setting that honors God, our country, community, family, and free enterprise. And for all of you parents and grandparents, so raise your hand if you're a grandparent or a parent of one of our students today. Those are the guidelines by which your son or daughter was selected today. It's not based on having a great GPA, which I know you do. It's not based on having a laundry list of activities, which we know you have. But it's based on who you are as a person, how you make a difference in your community, how you make a difference at home, how you make a difference in school. You have been set apart from others, and you're here today to be recognized for that. And we value you, and we want you to know how important you are. And parents, we want you to know, and grandparents, because we have grandparents here. I'm a grandparent, so I love grandparents, extra special. But it is so important that you know how special you are. It is not easy to raise children today. There are so many things that are challenging and obstacles, but you've done it. You've done an amazing job. And whether you realize it or not, you are a testimony to others. So remember that. It's not being boastful, it's not being prideful, but remember how special you are and the example that you do set to others. So we appreciate you. I would like to, normally at this time we invite forward our chamber representatives. I don't know if they're here today. Do we have any representatives from the Perris Chamber or the Menifee Chamber? how about if we kind of do this? I think that maybe Dr. Greenberg, you always do a good job at representing the Menifee Chamber. And I think in Perris, Grant Bennett, I think you would be outstanding to represent the Perris Chamber. So why don't you gentlemen come forward and say a few words on behalf of each of our wonderful chambers.
Thank you, Sally. Well, as a former president of the Perris Valley Chamber of Commerce, I've come to a lot of these, and the Chamber is always very proud of the students here in the Perris Menifee community for their efforts at school. Thank the parents for their support. And one of the things we always like to do is we want to make sure you think about, you're going to graduate this year, you're going to go off to college. 4 years from now, we want you to come back to our communities, be part of Perris, Menifee Valley, make it a better place for the kids that are coming through school later and really help support them. So on behalf of the Perris Valley Chamber of Commerce, we want to say congratulations to the students and the families. Have a great day.
On behalf of the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, ditto what Grant just said, but also just a reminder that the business community, through the tough economic times, continue to support this program through all the years. And that says a lot about the businesses here, that they care about you, care about your families, and so we ask that you take a look on the list of all the businesses in Perris and Menifee that support this program and go shop there, because those people are supporting you. So on behalf of the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, again, thank you and congratulations.
Good job. That's what my grandkids always say to me. Good job, Nana. I'd like to thank all of our volunteers, because as you know, you can't do anything without great volunteers, and our program has amazing volunteers. I'd like to introduce our chairs. We have Sarah Rico in the back, so Sarah, I want you to stand up. Sarah was here bright and early this morning. And you know, when you do something, it's not like we're in here for the first time, but in a sense we are, because it's the new Sizzler, and it's a new room and a new setup. And I'd like to also introduce Randy Hughes. And Randy, where are you at? I know you're right back in there. All you can see is his hand. And Randy is with Paloma Valley High School. He is our videographer. He is a tech guru. He was here yesterday for about 2.5 hours with me, trying to figure out all of the logistics with our managers, how we were going to do the TVs and everything like that. And he's just amazing. He has a full staff of students here today. And we just really appreciate you, Randy, so much. And for your kids coming in early, because before we were lunch, so this is a little different for everybody. And thank you very much. Appreciate that. Our accountant, Kim Garcia, my oh my, she is just a fabulous young lady. Stand up. And she is with KSG Associates. She is incredible. She does all the banking, all the accounting. She makes sure everything is spot on. And so we just appreciate you so much. And Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, I'll tell you what, if you want to stand for a moment, I just owe you a great deal of gratitude and thanks, because you did the Student of the Year. I happened to be in Chicago that week. My parents own Richie's Real American Diner. And my husband and I have a couple ourselves, and he won one of the most prestigious restaurant awards in Chicago. It's called the Silver Plate, and my husband and myself went to that event in Chicago, and I was able to do that because you were the MC of Student of the Year, and Sarah coordinated all the Student of the Year activities, so without you, I wouldn't be able to do those special things. So thank you, and I heard it was wonderful, and you were amazing, I heard. Little funny, you know, and all that good stuff. So thank you very much. And a couple of the folks that help with donations is our Mayor of Perris, Mayor Darrell Bush, and of course our wonderful representative of actually our CEO of the Menifee Chamber, Dorothy Wallens. They're always out there trying to bring in new sponsors and gifts for our students, so I appreciate them, and all of our Sizzler staff that we have with us today. So this is really a lot of fun, and I hope that you all enjoy having breakfast this morning. I'd like to introduce many of our sponsors, and if you take your program, you will actually be able to see who our sponsors are if you open up on the inside. We have our breakfast sponsors, we have dignitaries, we have a lot of gifts that you'll be receiving today, and on the back we list all of our scholarship sponsors. So we have many of you that are here today, and I know from Altura Credit Union, and all of a sudden her name, there you are, Miss B, how are you? Cheryl. And Cheryl, we just appreciate you coming. And you know what, I'm so sorry, I missed your name as well. Maria. So we just really appreciate you all so much. And we have Ashley Kroenke Inc. And from Bank of Hemet, we have Summer Beatty. So Miss Summer, raise your hand real high. Thank you very much. From the city of Menifee, we have our council member, John Denver. So Mr. John, thank you. And from the city of Perris, we have Judy Hani. And we have Mark Yarborough. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. From County Supervisor Marion Ashley's office, we have Dennis Gutierrez, and I had a wonderful opportunity to visit you, and just sounds like you are just so involved in our communities, and thank you for being here this morning. We appreciate that. From CR&R, we have Dolores Badillo, and International Auto Crafters, Harry Ryan, and Lowe's Perris Regional Distribution Center. And from Perris Union High School District, we have our superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, Sarah Rico, we have Steve Schwartz, Marcy Savage, and we have our board members, Joan Cooley, and we have Bill Holmstrom, and we have Ed. And Ed, I want you to say your last name for me because, yes, Abundis, so we have you as well, so we appreciate you very, very much. And the Riverside County Office of Education, and our Rotary Club of Perris. I know we have members here, so raise your hands nice and high. Thank you. And we have Sizzler, of course, and Star Milling. And from Vistera Credit Union, Maria Camperas. So thank you, Miss Maria. And at this time, what I'd like to do is introduce our students to you. They're not going to speak just yet, but I want to make sure we introduce all of our students and principals. From Paloma Valley High School, we have our student, Sienna Allnut. So Sienna, if you want to please stand, and your family, and your principal, and all your guests, so let's give you a great round of applause. Thank you very much. From Perris High School, we have Emily Hamblin, and our principal is Nick Hilton. So Emily, if your family would like to stand as well. And yes. Awesome, thank you. The California Military Institute, I'm excited to introduce our new principal, Michael Rhodes. If you would please stand, and our student is Vianney Munoz. If you would stand in your family. And Heritage High School, our principal is Julie Zerol, and our student is Raymond Acosta, and all of your family and guests, please. These are our outstanding students, so congratulations. The Student of the Month program also has a scholarship that will be available in May and announced for our Students of the Year. So in order to be Student of the Year, you must first be Student of the Month. You are on the right track. Hurrah! But that means you have to work very hard, like the rest of all the Students of the Month. And you will receive a scholarship application from Miss Sarah in springtime. You'll have the opportunity to complete it. It is a competitive application. And it really means a lot because this past scholarship was just a little over $2,000 for each of our Students of the Year. That goes a long way. And so just remember to start jotting down everything that you're doing because the judges only know what you tell them. So you can't assume that people know anything about you. So you're one of the first Students of the Month, so you actually have quite an advantage. But trust me, it's not always the first Students of the Month that receive Student of the Year. So you have to work very hard and fill out a great application. So I'd like to share the scholarship donors to you. We have Fred Good and Associates, International Auto Crafters, the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, Perris Plaza and the Cordures Limited Family Partnership, the Perris Union Management Association, Star Milling, Sun Pro Solar, and WLC Architects. So let's give them a great round of applause. And if you are Student of the Year, which I hope that you will be, you will receive some special gifts at our Student of the Year dinner from Swedish Speed and Champion Towing, which is a business owned by our Mayor Pro Tem Mark Yarborough. Costco in Lake Elsinore gives you this amazing beach towel. And you get some wonderful fold flops from a great dear friend of mine, Mary Kaiser with Bank of America. CR&R provides you a wonderful engraved mug. And so there are other gifts that you will be getting from Altura and Vistera. They come up with some great gifts for you as well as some other ones too. So it is really fun to be honored as Student of the Year. I'd now like to introduce our dignitaries. They're going to take about 30 seconds and they're going to share some wonderful words of wisdom and congratulations to you. And they're going to speak in the order that I call you forward. And if you'd like to just kind of walk around the room and meet Sarah on this side here, she'll give you your certificate and you can come forward. And once you complete your presentation, you can put your certificate right here on this table. So our first presenter will be from the City of Perris, our Mayor Pro Tem Mark Yarborough. From the City of Menifee, our Council Member John Denver. From Assemblywoman Melissa Melinda's office, we have Denny Horn. And from Assemblyman Jose Medina, we have Sabrina Cervantes. From County Supervisor Marion Ashley's office, Dennis Gutierrez. From Senator Mike Morell's office, we have Tom Wilson. And from Senator Richard Roth's office, we have Alti Holcomb. And from our superintendent's office, our very own superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, from the Perris Union High School District. So here you go. Thank you.
Good morning again, and thank you, Sally. And thank you for so much that you do in our community. You know, I thought this place was amazing when they first built it. When they told us they were going to do a facelift and they were going to basically mirror what they did down in Murrieta, which I'd never been to that restaurant. I went down there, it's like, wow. So just wonderful job. This morning, I'm going to be presenting this certificate of achievement that's signed by the mayor and our city clerk. And just a couple of things that I'd like to share with you. Understand that for you today, students, that you're the best of the best. It's just that simple. If you don't know it already, I'm telling you right now, this is your day. You've been picked for whatever reason, not necessarily the academics. There's going to be, some of you may have had challenges getting to where you are, but the bottom line is that we as a community, are here to honor you because you have achieved this milestone. I mean, there's some people out there that I know that have done some amazing things, and they were never Student of the Month. So when I see students that have done what you've done, or Student of the Year, it's like your future is unlimited. You can really go anywhere and do anything you want. And we're here to remind you of that, to acknowledge that, and just really, really humbled that in a world where you read all these terrible things that are happening every day, you guys are, for me, you're like the glimmer of hope that because there's a balance in life, and you guys bring that balance back to us and give us that hope that things can be good and things can be right, because there are people out there. And so thank you for everything you've done and everything you're going to bring back to our communities and our country and our world. So thank you.
My name is John Denver from Menifee. What I would like to say is, when I was your age, kids, we did Student of the Month, and there'd be a whole bunch of kids in Student of the Month. There'd be, 5, 6, 8, 10 kids. It wasn't as big a deal. This is not that. This Student of the Month is really a big deal. There's 12 people from, not 12, 10 or 9 people from your school that get this award. This is really unique. This is quite an honor for you. And what we want you to do is to come back to Menifee, Perris if you must, and we would like you to open a business. We want you to do something here. That's what you should do. And we need the work, we need the jobs, and you will find out when you get a master's degree and work, and nowadays work at a place that doesn't require a master's degree. You'll see we need some upgrade spaces to work, and we need you to open those. This is a big deal for you, and if you look on your certificates and if you look around the room, you'll see some very important people here. Use them. This is people who are saying that you're a good student. This is how you get into college. This is how you get a job, by using these things to show that people value you. This is our certificate to you. I want you to notice it's the most beautiful certificate you're going to get tonight. And we're very, very proud of you, and congratulations.
Well, good morning. I'm Denny Horn, and I'm here on behalf of State Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez. Congratulations. You have made an incredible choice. You've made a choice to put education first. You've made a choice to put yourself first, and you have set the bar incredibly high for everyone at your school, because you're already the first student of the month. They've got to catch you. If they don't catch you, then you will be student of the year. So you have set the bar incredibly high. The Assemblywoman is very proud of your efforts, very proud of what you have made the decision to do, and she encourages you to, as they have said, come back to our communities. Help us grow and foster and become the greatest cities, the greatest county, and eventually the greatest state here in this beautiful United States of America. Please reach out to our office if we can assist you, and again, congratulations.
Good morning, my name is Lashaya Rodriguez, and I'm here on behalf of Assemblymember Jose Medina. Assemblymember Jose Medina was an educator at Riverside Unified for over 34 years, and he always likes to take the opportunity to highlight students who are doing academically well in his district. It makes him ever so proud to represent our district. So with that, I bring a certificate of recognition to each and all of the students here, commending them for their hard work and their commitment to academic success, but also to give them prosperity as well in their academic future. So we'd like to congratulate each and every student, and for all of the parents and the families and the teachers and friends who supported and nurtured an environment for the students as well. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Good morning, my name is Dennis Gutierrez on behalf of County Supervisor Marin Ashley. First of all, for the students, I'm a parent. Congratulations to the parents. Just like Sally said, it's very difficult during these times to raise kids. First and foremost, against the parents. Believe me, I know. I was able to get my kids through college just like where you are. Also, I challenge you because now you are the leaders. I look at you, Ms. Munoz, because you're wearing that uniform. You look like you've already been through battle with that salad that you have on your chest, and wear it proudly. You are leaders, and second of all, once common denomination here is that when you are done with school, come back, and my homework to you, because we do have educators here, principals, is that you continue to give back. Give back to your community, give back to your fellow students, and again, be leaders. So again, on behalf of Supervisor Marin Ashley, congratulations.
Good morning, my name is Tom Wilson. I'm here representing Senator Mike Morrell. And thank you to Sally and the Sizzler for hosting this. It's a great event. As you look in your program here, you see all these folks in the community that are supporting you, all the businesses and all. And the education system you're working your way through, your parents, your grandparents that are here today, and the great support network that's helping you open the door to the future. I think it's been said, but it can easily be said again, that the door to come back to your community is open as well. It's your charge to support the students of the future, keep this system thriving and moving forward, and be a valued member of the community that then can support students in the future. Thank you very much.
All right, well, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Senator Richard Roth, I'd like to congratulate each of today's honorees. And students, please continue to do great things, not only for yourselves, but more importantly for others. Lastly, I'd like to tell you that Senator Roth wishes you the very best of success in your future. Thank you and have a good day.
On behalf of the Board of Education, District Administration, the teachers, the classified employees, all the people that support you in the schools, congratulations. This is really, really a big deal, as you heard. This is not, we don't hand these out. This isn't a participation award. Like in baseball, if you happen to not be the starting player, this isn't one of those awards. And what I'd also like to remind you is, You are three-dimensional people. Academics is of course important, but we want you to continue to give back to your community and schools like you do with the activities, the sports, student government, all the things that you do are great ag programs in the district. Continue to be involved in that. And I had a coach once in running who said, you know, Jonathan, it's all about finishing. And I realize you're not at the finish line. You're at the start. You can start seeing the finish line, but we want you to work hard through the rest of the year and make sure you put on your college applications that you are Student of the Month. It is a huge deal, and all of these certificates that you're getting are really kind of nice with your brothers and sisters, because you can kind of hold them over their head and say, oh, that's right, you don't have one of these. I'm so sorry. But again, on behalf of the school district, congratulations, best wishes. Oh, and I guess Sally's coming up, so gives me a chance not to say anything incredibly stupid. So I'll wait until Sally comes right over here.
Thank you. And Dr. Greenberg, when you go to your table, can you kind of show off your sign?
Oh.
At our Perris VIP event, Dr. Greenberg got this wonderful table topper. It says J. Greenberg's table, and notice that it is in yellow and blue. And what does that stand for?
UCLA.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Because for those of you that have been coming to Student of the Month for many years, you know that if anybody says they're going to UCLA, he like jumps and does a round off back handspring. If they say they're going to USC, well, they get a little look. But anyway, we've had a lot of fun with that, and now anytime that Dr. Greenberg comes to the Sizzler, we make sure that we place that table tent on his table. So we have a good time with that. So thank you very much. As you can see, there are some wonderful gifts and gift bags up here for our Students of the Month, and I want to quickly share with you what is inside them. From Altura Credit Union, from Cheryl Benjamin, she's got a wonderful cold cup. From the City of Menifee, you've got some water bottles, a special charger, a keychain. So they've got many, many fun things for you. From the City of Perris, you have an insulated cooler bag and a notepad and a calculator. From Creative Printing, you have those thank you notes that are very important to write. From International Autocrafters, you get a special gift bag with some goodies in it. From New Life Fellowship, Pastor Ted, he gives you a wonderful Bible. So I always think that's the best book in the world, so thank you very much. And from New York Upper Crust Pizza, we have Stu Blaze with us, and Stu wants you to stand because I don't know that everyone's met you before, so thank you for coming today and representing Henry Dang and his wonderful operation, so thank you for your certificates. And they also have whimsical yogurt and gelato. We have Vistera Credit Union, and we have with us Cheryl Benjamin, and we have Subway cards and a special holder. So we've got all those goodies up here for you. And we also have from Reflections Church and our Pastor Don. I know you've got a special gift and book for them as well, so I want you to stand. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of our churches in the Valley supporting us as well. And you will be receiving a special gift from your school. It might be a prom ticket, it might be grad night, whatever it is that they have a special gift for you. From the Perris Union High School District, you get some movie tickets and postage for your thank you notes. And in this bag here, there are a ton of gift certificates. And you're going to have some from Sizzler, from Richie's Diner, from Texas Roadhouse. You've got Jersey Mike Subs. You have Lake Elsinore Storm. You're going to get a box seat. So they start up in April, so save that certificate. Castle Amusement Park, Carl's Jr., In-N-Out Burger, Cal Oaks Bowl, Advanced Admission Specialist. You get to go to Mulligan's, and you get to go to Stadium Pizza, Sweet Tea's Heavenly Cupcakes, sounds good, and Tri-Stone Cinemas, and we've just got many special gifts. So you're going to go out and have a good time. You might gain a little weight, you might need a little exercise, but that will be fun. So we're now going to get on to part of the program that I know you all are waiting for, and that is to meet our precious students and to hear their stories. And really, that's what the Student of the Month program is all about, is to meet the students and their families and hear their story and hear how they've made a difference. So we have a timeline, And we have a special order of presentation, so I'm going to share that with you. You get about 6 or so minutes per student, and it really is a time of sharing and examples of character and how the students makes a difference. So the principal has about 1 minute. The student has 2.5 minutes, so you will be hearing mainly from the students, and our teacher, of course, has about 1 minute. And this is the actual order. So students, when you come forward, when it's your turn to speak, you're going to introduce your family and guests. You're going to introduce your mentor teacher that you brought with you today. We want you to share a little bit about your college and career plans and a little bit about your current life at school. And we want you to answer at least one of the following questions, and they are, what do you believe is your greatest contribution to your community, school, or family? Or what do you think is the most significant life lesson that you will take with you to college? Or share a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle that you have overcome, or how you plan on giving back to the community or paying it forward. And when you answer those questions, you will say something like, the most significant life lesson I've learned is, and that way we know, because if I don't think you've answered the question, I will say you have to answer your question still. So we want to make sure that you answer those questions. And when you come forward, we will have the students stand right here, and the family right here, all together, kind of like in a nice little huddle. Our principal will be speaking first, so he'll be right behind the podium, and then our teacher will be right here. So as you speak, as the student speaks, you'll just kind of move this way and kind of go like this, and then you can handheld the microphone. So it's really a special time. We like people to share from their heart, and just to know that we are here to support you and to show you that we really value you today. So we appreciate your sharing. And I'd like to begin first with Paloma Valley High School. Our principal is Don Williamson, and we will go by the order on the program. So we'll begin with Paloma Valley High School, then Perris High School, California Military Institute, and we will conclude with Heritage High School. So let's give Paloma Valley High School a great round of applause. So you're right here, and your mom's right here, and you are right. And let everyone turn your chairs around if you haven't already. So we're going to stay really close together. And Randy, are we good? Can you see everybody in this form? Okay, because we want to and be careful of this cord, please. Okay, we are ready. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another year of Student of the Month. And I'll tell you what, first of all, I would be derelict if I did not thank Sally Meyer and her crew for putting this on. I know it's a labor of love with her and her crew, and so thank you so much. Also, a sincere thank you, and I know all the principals are echoing this. A thank you to the businesses who support this, who give back to our students. That is so important. I want to thank the district administrators who support this as well. So it's a community effort, and it goes a long way. When I go into the classrooms and I announce the Student of the Month, all those other students in the class are just, oh my gosh, congratulations. This is a big deal with the other kids, so thank you. Now let's talk about my Student of the Month. You know, every time we put out requests for nominations for the teachers, many times we get multiple nominations. And then I have to go out and I have to find out, well, what's special about this student or this student, and then I have to try to make a decision. Starting this school year, I did not have to do that. I sent out a request, and I immediately got responses back that, oh, Sienna Allnut, she is absolutely the best one. Oh, I echo it. That's the right choice. Repeated teachers came back and said, absolutely, she is the best choice for Student of the Month. And I'm so proud because she sets the bar high. She's been the subject of bullying, and she continues to give back. And I'm so proud to have her at my school. So without any further ado, Sienna Allnut.
So hi guys. Well, to the Student of the Month, you're welcome. I went for also all the mess ups on me, so you're welcome. This is my mom. Maria. Amazing woman. This is my teacher, Miss McNicholas. She's my English teacher, so all my horrible essays, she says are still pretty good.
They are.
I don't think so, but we can just say they are. And then my principal, thank you very much for those kind words. I didn't get this paper, so I'm just gonna try to go off it. And then one of the questions actually turns out to be my paper that I'm gonna talk about. So for my college and my career goals, I wanna go to San Diego State, or UCR. I've always wanted to go to San Diego State. I think San Diego's really pretty.
Nobody's ever said that at this. I'm so excited. Sorry.
I'm not completely sure where my career goals are leading to. I know I want to go into the medical field. I just don't know where at. It depends how my life goes. Either I'll become a doctor or a surgical nurse or pediatric. Or still a broad spectrum I get to choose from. My current life at school, sorry, my voice is shaking, I'm nervous.
That's okay.
I'm in AP Calculus, I'm in English, dual enrollment, I'm in AP Physics, I have Econ, which everyone has, and then my last two classes are a 3-hour-long medical class at a different school. So I'm learning how to be a medical student right now. By next semester, I'll be working at a clinic, so if you guys want to come, I'll take your blood pressure, draw your blood. I don't know how good I'll be at it. I mean, I may prick you a few times, but I'll find the vein. We'll get there. Don't stress. It happens. Okay, so I went through the list, and now I'll just read my speech, which we'll start over with everything. Hello. My name is Sienna. I'm student of the month at Paloma Valley High School. I want to thank everyone for being here. I especially want to thank my mom, my teacher, Ms. McNicholas, for nominating me, and Mr. Williamson for giving me this opportunity. Congratulations to all the student of the months. We're doing something right? Good job, guys. We did it. We all have difficulties that we must overcome in our lifetimes. Some of these issues leave an emotional scar that we must carry around everywhere we go. One of my heaviest burdens that I bear is my speech impediment. This disorder does not allow me to pronounce everything I say correctly. It's the letter that comes after Q, if you haven't figured that one out yet. Ever since I started school, I've been taunted by others because of this disorder. They've always made it into a joke. Who could laugh about it? I mean, it's been hard, but you gotta go with it. I spent most of my childhood being embarrassed by the way I spoke. I often came home to my mother crying because of it. But even when I was being taunted and bullied, I still kept my personality. I'm still loud. I'm still outgoing. I mean, if you haven't noticed. And the thing I've learned the most from bullying is that the best revenge is success. Because it taught me that even though it hurts, you can still excel from it. You can still be the best. You can still show everyone, hey, you may make fun of me, but look where I'm going in my life. Look at the future I have. Not everyone gets to say that. When I become a doctor, when I become a nurse, and those people are still making fun of others, they're gonna look at me and say, wow, I should have never said those things. I don't take bullying to heart because I know everyone has a struggle and everyone must go through it on their own. But it is what it is. And the only way I can truly live by it is to flourish through it. I mean, I can't change it. I've been in speech for almost 10 years, and it's still the same as it is now, but just not as bad. So I'm here to show you that even if you have something wrong with you, even if something isn't perfect in your life, you can still be the best. You can still show everyone how great you are. Because just because there's a disability about you, you can still be amazing. So thanks again for listening to me. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the gifts. It's wonderful. And I'll turn it over to my amazing English teacher,
Oh,
Miss
thank
McNicholas.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm trying not to cry here. It has been my pleasure to have nominated Sienna Allnut. Sienna was in my AP Lang and Comp class last year, and this year she is in my dual enrollment English 101 class, and she'll be in English 103 next semester. She embodies all that deems a senior at Paloma Valley High School's Student of the Month. She is academically excellent, top-notch. She has excellent citizenship, she participates, and she is an absolute leader. In spite of any issues with her speech, she is nothing but an outspoken critical thinker, and she's a leader, always a leader in class discussions in my classroom, always driving the bar that much better. When I nominated her, all of her teachers, the emails that came back to me and then to the staff were phenomenal. Just, that is the student of the month, if not the student of the year. She is absolutely dynamic, always. She has even been an excellent addition to our morning announcements that we broadcast every morning at Paloma, and that's pretty incredible. With that, she has always been gracious, she is humble, and she is, as you know, quick with the self-deprecating humor, which I have always appreciated. She is an absolute pleasure to work with every morning. She brightens up my day, always puts a smile on my face, and with all her classmates as well. And I am so very proud to work with such an impressive young woman. Thank you.
Hello, thank you. Whew. Let me begin by thanking everyone for being here to honor my daughter, Sienna Allnut. I love her so much. I want to thank her teacher that nominated her for this award and for giving her an opportunity to win a scholarship for her college education. Sienna is a very diligent worker, and she has high aspirations and ambitions. She spends countless hours perfecting her homework and increasing her knowledge. She's in her room studying all the time. She spends, I lost my place. She is a great help to her father and I by taking care of her younger siblings when we're at work, and she's also the bus driver. She takes my children everywhere for after-school activities and to anything that they have to do when I'm at work. I'm very proud of my daughter for being in the after-school medical class program where she learns the basics of medication and will soon go to her first job, which is amazing. She also had a job last summer that she excelled at and managed to put like $800 into her account, and I was like, can I borrow some money? So Sienna, I love you. You're an exceptional child. You've done so wonderful, and I'm so proud of you.
Wow, what a great start to Student of the Month. It's now my turn and my honor to introduce the principal, Nick Hilton of Perris High School, the ever awesome Mr. Hilton, and his crew, so please come on up.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Student of the Month for Perris High School, Miss Emily Hamblin. Like Sienna, I think Emily just sets the bar so high that all the students of the month to come are really going to have to be something in order to be competitive. And when we're thinking of the passion, the leadership, the commitment, I think what really exemplifies for me is Emily's participation in the Perris High School agricultural program. And just to share with you something I think that's amazing, I'm going to just list off Emily's titles in order of progressively more prestigious. So first of all, within Perris High School, she is the FFA chapter vice president. Within Riverside County, she is the county president. And within the Southern California region, which covers LA County South, so some 6,000 agricultural students, she is the vice president of Southern California. And I think that in and of itself tells you everything you need to know about the student leader, the commitment that she is, the passion that she has for what she does. And when she shares her college plans with you, you're going to see how she has everything just lined right up. And she is just a perfect person to start off the Student of the Month for Perris High School. So with that, I introduce Emily Hamblin.
Thank you, Mr. Hilton. I am Emily Hamblin. I'm a senior at Perris High School. This is my brother Freddie, my mother Amelia, and my sister Linda, and also my ag teacher, Mr. Nearing, that covers about anything in the ag program, and my wonderful principal, Mr. Hilton. So I plan on going to Colorado State University next year after having an internship at the Rutledge Farm. I absolutely fell in love with Colorado State, whether it's the atmosphere or the joke that goes around, you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it'll change. I love everything about it. I love their program. I love the people. They're just so friendly. You walk or you drive past somebody, they give you the courtesy nod. And it's just a wonderful thing. I plan on studying animal science and agricultural science, so I plan on getting a double major. After I get my degree, I plan on continuing and applying to the vet program, and if I don't get in the first time, because it's very challenging, actually. I took a tour of it, and most people there are like, yeah, I got in the third time, yay. So if I don't get in the first, the second, or maybe the third, I plan on continuing my education, getting my ag credentials, and coming back to Perris and becoming an ag teacher until I get into the vet program. So answer the question. So I plan on coming back to my community and paying it forward by becoming an ag teacher first, or a veterinarian. I plan on becoming an ag teacher and giving future students the same opportunities that my wonderful ag teachers gave to me. The ag program has changed me from that shy freshman that never said anything to anybody. If you asked me what did I want to do after high school, I probably was just in this and I don't know. So I would not talk to anybody, and thanks to my ag teachers that saw potential in me, they brought out the true me and build me up to who I am today, and I am forever grateful for that and all the opportunities that they have given me. I've gotten to travel all of California, get an internship in Colorado, going to Louisville in October. I've just had so many opportunities because of them, and I would love to give future generations of students the same opportunities and the memories and everything that they will cherish for the rest of their lives. Or I would like to come back to Perris with my own veterinarian clinic and give people of Perris and their animals a place to come and bring their animals and be taken care of. So that's how I would like to pay it forward back to our community. Now I'd like to welcome up my big brother, Freddie. Just kidding. I would like to bring up the wonderful Mr. Deering.
Thank you, Emily. Good morning. I'm Aaron Nearing. I teach agriculture science at Perris High School. And as you've heard this morning, Emily has a really long list of just amazing accomplishments. And I just want to re-echo what Mr. Hilton said. And you know, in our ag science program at Perris, we have tremendous support from our administration. It goes all the way up. And we're so fortunate. In fact, we have over 900 students in our program this year. And Emily is sitting right at the top of all those students. I mean, I want to say that's almost 35% of our student population, which is in our program. And so Emily is just such a bright, shining star, not just at our school, but her influence extends over Southern California entirely. And, you know, thank you, Emily, for being such a leader in our program. And it's not just this year, it's been every year. Her freshman year, she participated in the Creed competition, and she excelled at that and won awards in that. Her sophomore year, she was a showmanship champion. She shows animals at the fair, and she's a champion at that. Our program has 3 circles that we embrace. It's our classroom, we have a project-based, which is called our SAE, which involves students getting hands-on experience with different things in agriculture, and then we have our FFA leadership component. Emily excels at all 3 of those circles, and she rises to the top, and we're really excited about her future. As she shared with you, she's going to be heading to Colorado, and we'll be excited when she comes back to us and gives back to the community. Maybe she'll be teaching my classes, who knows? Those students would be very, very lucky to have her as a leader in their classroom. Emily, congratulations, and thank you so much for all your leadership. So now we'll turn it over to her big brother, Freddie, who is also a product of our program. And so here's Freddie.
Well, I just want to quickly start out with a short story. 21 years ago, my family came here to Sizzlers on a trip down to San Diego, and they loved Perris so much that they decided to buy a house and live here. So I want to say thank you, Mom, for having us be part of this amazing community. And I know that my sister wants to leave Perris to go to Colorado State, but I hope one day she will come back and she will give back to all the sponsors, all the teachers, and everyone that she's affected and who have affected her. And I really can't wait for her to be such a success, and maybe she'll be more successful than I am, but it's fine. She'll share some of her gifts. Whether it's staying up late at night, helping her with essays, or taking her to different events for FFA, I just know that she needs this help more than ever, and it'll help her in the long run, and I can't wait to see what she becomes in the future. Now I want to give it back to Mr. Hilton.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the principal of the California Military Institute, Michael Rhodes.
Good morning. My name is Mike Rhodes. I'm the principal of the California Military Institute, and I'm extremely excited to be here and introduce our Student of the Month. Before I do that, I want to make sure I do, or try and at least extend and really hopefully convey the appreciation that I have, again, that everybody else has conveyed for putting on this event. A lot of people in this room do a lot of hard work. They put in a great deal of effort, whether it's the representatives or the businesses, the district office, it doesn't matter. It's a group effort, and the parents, of course, thank you as well for doing what you do. But most importantly to the students, and in this case, sorry, I'm biased, my student, our student, Vienne Munoz. So she's been with us since her 7th grade year. As you can tell, as evidenced by her uniform and her extremely sharp appearance, she chose to go to the California Institute, which means she's required to look that good every day. Not an easy thing for people her age, so I want to applaud you for that decision as well. In addition, I'm sorry, I know Dr. Greenberg may have stepped out, but she does not want to go to UCLA. Well, she kind of wants to go to UCLA, but she really wants to go to Stanford. If she can't go to Stanford, she'll take UCLA as a plan B. Perhaps, but I wish she was here, but it didn't work out so well. And she didn't mention San Diego State, but my wife went there for rock on. I'm a product of the University of Florida, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so in addition to being a great all-around young woman and exhibiting all kinds of character quality traits that most young people in today's day don't exhibit, she's the battalion commander of our school. She's the ASB president. She's a little busy. She runs cross country. Yes. That's my thing. She plays soccer. Okay, I'll give her that. She has a 4.5 GPA. And most importantly, it's the things I didn't mention. that distinguish her from the crowd. It's those intangibles that she brings to the table that have landed her in this spot today. And I'm extremely proud of her, and at some point this young lady's going to talk about her as well. But and parents, brother, again, thanks for supporting this young woman. And now I'm going to give it to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. My name is Vianney Munoz, currently a CMI Rough Rider. First off, I'd like to introduce two very inspirational people in my life, my former AP language teacher and current ASB director, Ms. Sevilla, who taught me to always think positively and to persevere through the difficult times in my life. Also, my older brother, Mario Munoz, who showed me that being myself is always the way to go and to follow my heart, even if it takes me to the most unexpected places, like for him, the U.S. Army. After graduation, I plan to attend Stanford University and become a successful defense attorney. I chose to pursue this career because it allows me to work with a diverse set of people and fight for the common man. My current life on campus, I'd say, is very fulfilling. I am ASB president, Interact Club VP, and a captain of a variety of sports, all while struggling AP classes and the responsibility of battalion commander. I think the biggest lesson I will take to college is knowing that being the best or number one isn't everything. It's all about the team effort and what I give to my family, my school, and my community. Finally, I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce, the Perris Union High School District, and everyone who aided in this event. Thank you for being here and allowing me the opportunity to receive this award. With that being said, I will now pass your attention to an amazing woman and my mentor teacher, Ms. Sevilla.
Well, when I was asked to nominate one of my students, it was a no-brainer this time. I've had the pleasure through ASB to see Vianney grow over the last 3 years. She was our sophomore class president, junior class president, now the entire ASB president. She's just an amazing person, very kind, very patient, even with the little kids, because we do have 5th graders at our school. I know that she's going to do great things in her future, and I'm just very excited for you. Thank you. Now her brother's going to talk. It's you. Come on, Martin.
Good morning, everybody. My little sister has always been a great person and student. Ever since I can remember, she always had like best grades ever. And she's doing so many things, like sports-wise, like volleyball, cross-country, cheerleading, all at the same time. And then with all her classes, she's always doing homework, like all the time. Hey, you want to go do something? No, I'm doing homework. So, and she's always a great student. She's always the best little sister. And I can't wait to see what she does in the future. And I know she has a great future ahead of her. So, thank you.
Okay, it is now my pleasure to introduce the principal of Heritage High School, Ms. Julie Zarab.
Well, good morning. It's my pleasure to be able to introduce Raymond Acosta, Heritage High School Student of the Month. Same as kind of the story that we've heard all morning long with our Students of the Month this time around. When I asked for the nominations for Student of the Month, it was a no-brainer as well. Raymond was nominated by a ton of teachers, and it was probably one of the most difficult things for him to just decide which teacher actually got to come and represent him. So Raymond's an amazing kid. I got to spend about 5 days with him on the Avid Junior trip, and just watching him work with his peers. We were talking before the program started today, and he doesn't even realize the things that he gives back to his peers and how humble he is. He's currently number 2 in the senior class, extremely hardworking, and very humble, and doesn't ever take anything away from his classmates. He encourages them and always shows them how to do the right thing. So it's my pleasure to introduce Raymond Acosta.
Hello. First and foremost, I would like to introduce my family, my father, mother, and grandparents. And Mr. Fairchild, one of the best teachers ever, and Ms. Cyril, awesome principal. I plan to attend UCSD, and I want to be an electrical engineer. Engineering has been one of my most favorite concepts to study, and I've known that because as an 8-year-old I played with Legos a lot and stuff like that. I also plan to attend to apply to Stanford as well as other colleges as well. The most significant contribution that I think I have given to my community has been to the Menifee Valley Community Cupboard, which I have put numerous hours into my entire high school career. And from that, I've learned the value of helping others and receiving the feeling of helping people when they're truly in need. And when I eventually finish college and have my career, I still plan on coming back to my community and helping them there as much as I can. And I would also like to thank the sponsors and everyone who has come out to support us, congratulate everyone else who has received Student of the Month, and I'm going to hand it off to Mr. Fairchild.
Thanks. How dare you ask me to keep this to 1.5 minutes. Anyways, I'll make it as quick as I can. First of all, I'd like to thank the Acosta parents, Mr. and Mrs. Acosta, because they gave me the opportunity to get to know this young man. And now I also have their freshman daughter in my PE class and health class as well too, and she is just as impressive. So I am really excited for the next 4 years with another Acosta. If they ever want to do a reality show called Parent 101, I endorse you. You are outstanding parents. You've raised a great young man. I want to thank Julie for taking a lot of stress off of me, because I've been waiting for this day for 3 years. From the first day I met Ray, I knew he was going to be my Senior of the Month, and I was going to make it happen. As Julie said, there were a lot of teachers that nominated, and I'm the fortunate one that gets to come up here, so I'm very excited about that, so thank you, Julie. I feel like being around Raymond, I'm living in a movie. And it's that movie, it's those movies like 13 going on 30, and some of those movies where the adult has gone back and taken over their body again and is trying to relive high school and kind of change their life and make the future happen. Because when you're around Ray, it's like you're around somebody that's 30 years older than he is. I have a big test on the first day of my freshman year, and Ray doesn't know that I still remember the first time I met him. But when they walk into my class, I greet them outstandingly over the top to kind of see what kind of personality they have and what kind of constitution they have. And Ray looked right at me and said, "Hi, I'm Ray Acosta." It was like I was dealing with a 30-year-old man right there. It was amazing. And then the second part of the test is I don't have a seating chart for the first week, because I want to see how academically centered the student is by where they sit in the class when they have a choice. And Ray sat right up front, right next to my desk, and never moved the whole year. Attention on me at all times. Amazing. Ray, you passed the test like nobody's ever passed the test before. Another quick thing too, I became a teacher. It sounds kind of corny, but the big reason I became a teacher is to have a positive influence on students and give them perspective of the real world, which I come from, because I've only been a teacher for 8 years now. And every once in a while, the student turns it around on the teacher. And this one turned it around on me in terms of positive influence and perspective. And he's always been such a great influence on my life, but he really took it to the next level when in his sophomore year, when I wasn't his teacher anymore, we were just talking in the locker room about life, and he actually shared with me that his parents had adopted him. And I didn't know that, and it gave me even more of an amazing feeling about him, that he's overcome that, and the parents have shown him this love and given him this chance in life. And Ray does not know this, but at the very time that he shared that with me, my wife was trying to get me to come off the fence to get certified with the state to be an adoptive parent. And I hadn't decided yet, and my wife was on it, and I made the decision because of this young man. And we are currently looking at trying to adopt, and really, that's what brought me off the fence and onto the right side. And I asked Ray if it was okay that I talk about his adoption with the parents. I didn't want to put him in an uncomfortable situation, and I'm really glad you let me share that with you today, because Ray has really changed my life, more than any student I've probably ever been around. And I have a saying in life that, man, I'm going long, I know, I'm almost done. I have a saying in life that the most important thing in life is opportunity. Without it, you have nothing. Although opportunity is often missed because it's disguised as hard work. A lot of people don't see opportunity because all they see is work. Nobody ever rolls up their sleeves and works harder than anybody I've ever met than this man. You have taken a chance to get every opportunity in life, and I know that everybody that comes into contact with you, including me, is more fortunate to have been a part of your life and I just can't wait to see what you do, Ray. You're awesome, bud. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn it over to Zach.
All right. There you go. Sorry. I love Ray.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Willie Acosta. I'm Raymond's father. I'm here to tell you how very proud his mother and I are of Raymond. Raymond has been a very special child since the day he came into our lives. You see, Raymond came into our lives at a time where my wife and I were overcome by tragedy. When Raymond came into our lives, he gave us a gift of hope. Little did he know that he would continue giving us many gifts. We are so proud of the young man he is becoming and how bright his future looks. We think back now, and it's ironic to know that we were told by his preschool and kindergarten teacher that Ray was not bright enough to attend kindergarten. Well, now, no one can question us about his brightness. He has held a GPA of 4.0 and above since elementary school. Ray has no problem with his ability to accomplish what he sets out to do. Raymond is the type of kid who is given a task, and not only does he do it, he gives 100%. Sorry, there's a long speech here. This is not to say that Raymond isn't your typical teenager at home. He plays video games and everything else, believe me. Runs around making weird noises. But what amazes us most is that he gets it. He knows what life has to offer and what he has been given, and he knows the opportunities that lie ahead of him, and if he only works hard. This has not been easy for Ray. Besides staying up late endless nights to study, Ray has found time to help others and his peer group even when he had a lot of studying to do. He has always found time to help his friends with some type of homework or volunteering at the local food pantry during the summer and vacations. Ray loves math and science. He wants to be an engineer or an architect. Whatever Raymond decides to do, we know that he will accomplish it because of his love and perseverance for learning, which will only make him that much more successful. Ray, we love you and we're very proud of you.
And at this time, I'd like to invite Sally Meyer back up to the podium.
We had incredible stories today. I definitely used my napkin. All of you are very humble, and we appreciate your sharing. We really, really do. When I listen to all of the students, I always like to take a few notes, and I took a lot of notes. And so did Sarah, because she's going to be writing the article about you that will go in the newspaper. But I wanted to just go over just some of the few words and phrases that were spoken about each one of you today. Where's Sienna? You're very inspiring. And when I listened to you speak, a couple of the phrases that you said, where you said that some of the things that you've longed for, and this is interesting, I'd never thought of this before, but when you said the best revenge is success, and when you think about it, it's really even not revenge. It's just you being who you are, being a humble person. And when you said that even if you aren't perfect, you can still be the best. And I appreciate you're able to share your struggles. And I used this word earlier, and I'm going to use it again, but the word testimony. You really are a great testimony. And for any of us that think that we have various challenges, and we all have some physical difficulties, especially when we get older. But you do give people a ray of hope that you can work through any type of a challenge. And so I just want to thank you for being honest and candid and sharing with everyone today. That was really sweet. And Miss Emily, where's Miss Emily at? I am really impressed with you. I need you to come to my house. I have a struggling garden. But in all seriousness, It's amazing what you have accomplished in just these few short years of your life. Can you imagine what the future has to hold for you? That's incredible. And you're so articulate and just very humble, down to earth, and I think you're going to go a long way. And I like the fact that you want to come back to our community. I think it'd be great if you got to open up a clinic. And I really like the fact that you want to share your respect for agriculture and animals. And when you drive up and down the state like I do with our restaurants, you see all these farms, you see the farmers, you see the people working on the farms, and people don't have any idea what goes behind growing crops and the sustainable food. And today in restaurants, it's bringing things from farm to table, and there's just so much that's going on in that field. It's really rather exciting. And when I go to all these restaurant concepts, it's all about food, it's all about agriculture, it's all about locally grown. And so you're going to in a very exciting field, and I know that you will thoroughly enjoy it and have a lot to offer when you come back to our community. So thank you for that. And Vianney, Miss Vianney, where are you? You are adorable. You're one of those fast talkers. Oh my word, you say more. I mean, I think fast, but I think that you talk faster than I think. And you are absolutely adorable. And when I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you are going to do so much. And people are going to listen to you. You want to listen. I mean, I'm like, okay, I want to hear every single thing she's saying. I'm really working hard to listen to you, and it was fun. And what I liked what you said, is you said it's not being the best isn't everything. It's very important, and it's great to strive for. But I like how you said it's about your team and your family, which means you value relationships. And that's very important, because without relationships, you really don't get too far in life. You could be the very best, you could be the most talented person, but if you haven't developed relationships with people, it really isn't going to do much for you. So those relationships are extremely important. And Raymond, the only guy today. One of the things that I first enjoyed about hearing about you is how you are an encourager. We heard that a couple of times. We heard that you have positive influence and perspective. Not all people can have positive influence and perspective, and it's obviously a gift that God's given you, which is awesome. And the fact that you are a gift of hope, that is really impressive. And the fact that you want to return to the community and help out, that is really quite special, because so many folks, when they leave and they come back, they get really busy, but it's nice that you have a heart for the community and heart to get involved. So we value that for you. And I also want to just take a moment before I do my close to thank Randy and the students that are, I don't have everybody's names today, but just tell me your name. Lofton? Chris? Caitlin? And who's behind the... Okay, I cannot hear you. Okay, and they do get to eat after they clean up and put all their cords and everything neatly back in Randy's car. Let's give them a great round of applause today. So at the very end, we are going to listen to John Maxwell, and it's kind of interesting because the word we're going to listen to is edify. And we really talked about that actually a lot. It just kind of automatically happened today. So we're going to listen to what he has to say.
Edwin Mack II from Greer, South Carolina, who's an independent business owner, said the word edification. And Edwin, to edify something is to lift it up. I love that word. I think it's a word that we ought to continually practice in our own lives. People not only want to be valued, but they want to be seen as a person of greater value. In other words, it's one thing for me to see a person as they are. It's something else for me to edify them and to see them as they could be. And when I speak those words into their life, when I say to them, I not only see you as you are today, but I see you as you could become. I begin to lift them up. I begin to edify them. In my book, Winning with People, I talk about the fact that there are some people that lift you up, there's some people that bring you down. I call them elevator people. And when a person that edifies only has one way on that elevator, and that is lifting people up. And that's a good way to live.
I like that because that's what the Student of the Month program is all about. It's really about lifting people up. It's being able to show that we value our students, our families, our schools, our teachers, our community. Everyone in this room has taken time to come here today to edify, to show value, and to say that we are looking forward to how you're going to continue in your successes.